2 lengths Via Delago. Capadan next on the inside of Circumnavigating, second last, and 2 lengths Lianga Bay on top of the hill. Regal Quest at the 1,000 metres in the Lord Stakes by a length and a half. Phonome. Marbine the grey third. Day News fourth, the outside of Silver Birch, and travelling 3 wide as Ballas improving. They were followed by Via Delago beyond midfield from Dinar. Capadan went off the fence. Circumnavigating 3 wide, and 2 lengths Lianga Bay. Onto the side of the track at the 750. Regal Quest in front by a length and a half. Phonome. Ballas is third, 3 wide. Marbine the inside, a length and a half away. Day News. Then Silver Birch on the inner. Back behind them, Via Delago. Circumnavigating in the purple and gold out 3 wide. Getting off the fence at that point as Capadan second last. And as they come towards the turn, Lianga Bay is still last of all, and Dinar just ahead of those. Up to the corner at the 400 metres. It's Regal Quest just in front. Approaching the turn, Regal Quest from Phonome. Marbine 3 wide. They were followed by Ballas. Dinar awaiting a run from Day News and Silver Birch at the 250. The grey Marbine moves up on the outside to claim them. It's Marbine a length in front of Phonome. Ballas. Silver Birch out late. It's Marbine at the 125 in front by a length and a half. Silver Birch wearing it down. Marbine in front. Silver Birch coming quickly. Marbine, I think, from Silver Birch, and Lianga Bay late for third. They were followed by Ballas and Capadan. Further back, Phonome the inside, out deeper Via Delago, Day News, Dinar. Regal Quest knocking up, and Circumnavigating the last one to finish. Marbine will grip on and score at 5.90 and 2.10. Silver Birch second. The 2 greys fight it out. There wasn't a great deal between them at Moonee Valley last start. There was a length and a half between them. About a half head in it today. But Marbine wins the list at Lord Stakes from Silver Birch, and Lianga Bay, who settled last, has rocketed home the favourite to get third. It'll be 1, 2 and 10 on the Lord Stakes. A 5-year-old by our Mayskay Marbine for Paddy Payne and Peter Moody. Marbine the winner. A should pay of around $5.90. Silver Birch second, Brad Ruilla, Mick Cirkey. And third to 10, Lianga Bay, Damien Oliver, Lee Friedman. Fourth officially was number 3, and that's Ballas. 1, 2, 10 and 3 on the Lord Stakes for 2003. Marbine, its 7th win from 34 starts, and its 3rd win from 6 at the track. So Caulfield, a happy hunting ground for Marbine. Totes are up. Number 1, Marbine, 5.90 and 2.10. 2 Silver Birch, 2.10. 10 Lianga Bay, 1.30. Quinella, 15.70. The Exacta, 47.50. The 1, 2, 10 trifecta, $96.20. And the running double, 6 and 1, $134.90. The next event, today's feature, the Carlton Draft Christmas Stakes at 4.20. The scratching is number 3, Prince Ruperton, on race 5, 1, 2, 10 and 3.
Okay, yep, Marbine, that was the value bet outright selection there, 5.92.10. You wanted to be on it a long way out, didn't you? The way it was travelling. Patrick Payne aboard, on you, Patrick. Raider ahead of Grampians 2, 7 Windorf, and 11 Shamrock Shore. Here is the market for you. Stowaway $8.50, Grampian $6.50, Sardara $7. Interestingly named that. Corporate Queen $6.90, Curata Storm 21, Windorf 9.40, 15 Victory Ranger, number 8. Institution at 23, Star of the Seas, the similar odds, Shamrock Shore Stadium, Spire 16, Occo at $6.50, and Beat the Tide of the Ruffy, $71. Just having a look.
Yes, Sardara coming up, winner of the Christmas Cup. Repeating the favourite is Grampians, number 2 for John Hawkes and Woodlands stud, Rod Quinn aboard. Beat the Tide is going to be one of the last to link in. Very open cup, Stowaway endeavouring to make it back-to-back Summer Cups. The first horse to do so for a long, long time. That's if he can win it. Anyway, we'll soon see how he and others firm as they're all in now. Ready to go. Racing in the Summer Cup. And that was a great start. Victory Ranger, one of the best out. Stowaway jumped nicely, and so did Windorf. Not far away as Shamrock Shore Institution hunting for the lead. Then Corporate Queen Stadium as Victory Ranger's being eased back. Curator Storm wider out, then Occo Sardara. A length and a half, and then on the inside, Spire. The rider looking repeatedly to the right, Jay Ford. Followed by Grampians, Beat the Tide, and last is Star of the Seas. Out of the straight they travel up past the 1900, and Windorf goes close to the lead. Institution runs second. Third is Shamrock Shore at the 1800. Then Stowaway, Corporate Queen on the outside of Stadium. A couple of lengths, Curator Storm. Victory Ranger over on its inside. And then Spire parked inside of Occo. 2.5 to Sadara. 3/4 Grampians the rails. Beat the Tide second last, and Star of the Seas is last. Into the back of the track they travel now at the 1500. And Windorf shows the way from Institution. Third on the outside, Shamrock Shore. And then comes the top weight, Stowaway. 2.5 to Corporate Queen. After 1/2 to 3/4 Stadium the rails. A little more than a length, Curator Storm. Around Victory Ranger as they go down to the halfway marker. Occo on the outside of Spire, followed by Sadara. And then Grampians the inside. Beat the Tide and Star of the Seas as they go onto the far corner now in the Summer Cup. Linking up with the 1100, and Windorf shows the way. A length and 3/4. Second Posse is Institution. 2 lengths to Stowaway. 1 Shamrock Shore Stadium. Then Corporate Queen just over a length. Victory Ranger keeping company with Curator Storm. Occo's next on the outside of Spire. 2 to Grampians. Then Sadara, Star of the Seas, and Absolute has beat the Tide. 750 to run in the Summer Cup for 2003, and Windorf quickens up. Windorf by nearly 2 lengths. Institution, Stowaway, followed by Stadium on the inside. Shamrock Shore, Curator Storm. Victory Ranger going up on the rails, and further back Corporate Queen. Occo to the outside. Spire, Sadara, Grampian, Star of the Season beat the Tide. Windorf into the straight, comes up the rise, a length and a half clear. Getting right up on the inside is Spire from Victory Ranger. Stadium, Stowaway joining in the grey, and Occo wider out. Here's a charge at the 200 marker. Stadium in front, Stowaway hanging out. It's Stadium the leader from Stowaway. Stadium, he's coming away from Stowaway at Occo, and it's Stadium Summer Cup. Stadium beat Occo and Stowaway, followed by Windorf and then Grampians and Corporate Queen. Spire further back, Victory Ranger, Curator Storm, Star of the Seas, and then a good way back was Shamrock Shore. Institution, Sadara, and Absolute was beat the Tide. Stadium and Chris Reith have taken out the Cup for 2003. Number 12, Stadium, son of Ballpark and Crazy About Roses, trained by Graham Rogers. And I don't think Roger's here today. He's probably over at Ellerslie for the Derby. And Graham outright owns this fella. And 18 starts for 6 wins, 2 seconds and 3/3. And Chris Reith making the most of his opportunities in Sydney, particularly getting many a ride for Graham Rogers, and particularly on the outer tracks, but making the most of his engagement here in the Summer Cup. 12, 14, 1 and 7. 12 Stadium, Chris Reith first. Number 14, Occo, has run second. All
right, we'll leave it there. Ron Duffus, he's done it again. That was his late mailer there. Stadium was pretty keen on it too, as you heard. 18, 10, 620, 240, $3. Prater still on in New Zealand. 12, 14 and 1. Okay. Now, Chris Reith aboard, as Ian said. It's a double to Graham Rogerson. Now, Eagle Farm in 5. Crystal Lane, 340. Ain, $4. 470 Star of Flight. Cha-Cha de Morse, 470. Winner's Choice, 12. 16 All That Glitter. Rojo Halo was at big odds. And Sit Here Dear at 43. Crystal Lane at $3.40 with John Powell aboard. Good luck, BP. Race 6 at Caulfield. Bulbasaur, Raja Lane and Counter Sue, all 100, ahead of Broadband on 97. Chong Tongs at 540, Bulbasaur 760, Raja Lane 490, Caribou 310, down from Sydney, Choreograph 610, big odds for Icaros and Counter Sue. Whilst Malu's at 16 and Broadband 15 for the 6th at Caulfield. Here's Larry. Caribou, the favourite, at 330. Chong Tong 520, Raja Lane 540, Choreograph 560, Bulbasaur $6.60. Craig Newitt is to ride Bulbasaur, which is in good form, and a short time ago Alf caught up with Craig.
Craig, you pick up the ride on Bulbasaur today.
Caribou at $3.80, the elect for the race. A $100,000 race, the Carlton Draft Christmas Stakes. The signal is there, and they're racing. Caribou was away quickly. Bulbasaur sprung out, began very quickly. Bulbasaur, it hunts forward to the lead by a couple of lengths early. Counter Sue. Chong Tong's up there as well with Raja Lane and Marlou. 2 lengths away, Caribou, Broadband. Then Choreograph the inside, and 2 further back is Icarus. Onto the course proper at the 800 metres. Bulbasaur in front by a length and a half, Raja Lane. Marlou third on the outside of Counter Sue. A length away, Choreograph. 2 lengths, Chong Tong midfield from Broadband. The inside, Caribou second last, and Icarus is last of the 9. Approaching the corner in the Christmas Stakes at the 550. The leader, Bulbasaur, by a length and a half, Raja Lane. Marlou third on the outside, followed by Counter Sue, the rail from Choreograph. Then came Chong Tong, niggled at from Caribou. Well back in the field, Broadband and Icarus as they swing at the 300 metres. Bulbasaur in front by 3/4. Raja Lane moving up on the outside, and here's Choreograph hooking to the outside. Bulbasaur in front at the 200 by a half length, Raja Lane and Choreograph. Bulbasaur in front by 3/4, Raja Lane, Choreograph. Still Bulbasaur, it fends them off, and Bulbasaur won it by a half length. Choreograph second, Raja Lane third, and Broadband possibly 4 from Chong Tong, Caribou. Then Marlou, Icarus, and Counter Sue was last in the Christmas Stakes. Bulbasaur at 560 and 180. It's won 3 of its past 7 now, 12 from 27 overall, 2 from 2 at the track, and led from start to finish. Bulbasaur for Craig Newitt, now a fully fledged jockey, riding for Charlie Goggin. It fights them off. Choreograph, you heard the crowd roar in the background. It was the favourite on track, Choreograph, when it hooked to the centre of the track, but it couldn't catch Bulbasaur, with Raja Lane third, and Broadband will get fourth. 2, 6, 4 and 10 in the frame after the running of the Christmas Stakes. 2, 6, 4 and 10. Bulbasaur for Craig Newitt, Charlie Goggin. Choreograph, Danny Nikolic, Rob Smerton. And 3rd to 4, Raja Lane, James Winks riding for Leon McDonald. 2, 6, 4. 10 was 4th, Broadband. 5th in the race, number 1, Chong Tong. And 6th was number 9, Marlou. The time 108.79. 108.79. And the track record and class record is 1:8.1. 1:8.79 the time for Bulbasaur in the Christmas Stakes. Totes are up to Bulbasaur, 560 and 180. Choreograph at 180 and Raja Lane at 170. Quinella 14.90, the exacta 27.90, the trifecta 2, 6 and 4, $140.30, and the running double 1 and 2, $42.10. As Craig Newitt brings the winner back, Bulbasaur, in this listed race. Next event, last leg of the quaddie, the Ken Stewart Handicap, 1,400 metres. Take out number 2, TKO, 4 Lord Ardsley, 6 Destruction Point, 7 Frere Jacques, and 15 Go Quillo. 2, 4, 6, 7 and 15 out of race number 7. Blinkers first time on number 8, Bancheri, and blinkers on number 9, Frangelica. Rider for number 18, Roselander, is Brady Cross. So the next race at 5 o'clock. But on today's feature at Caulfield, the numbers 2, 6, 4 and 10.
Yes, it had a Tasmanian flavour about that win, didn't it? Charlie Goggin, who hails from Tasmania, as does young Craig Newitt. He's, as Matthew pointed out, he's a fully fledged jockey now and making every post to win. A very talented lad, and a good interview with Alfie Matthews, a short time.
6 years I've been in the city.
What do you make of this track? Have you got to be up there? You got to get out, or you're not going to be on the rails? Or?
Yeah, that's right. I'm not real impressed with the rails. I'd rather be off the fence. In saying that also, I just think it's a bit more of a leader's track rather than a sit-and...
And we're ready for action. The second last at Randwick, race number 7. Racing. All Elegance jumped quickly. No Tracks didn't. Away well. Slippery Cell with Indie Rhythm. Dark Intrigue. Tell showing speed. Likewise Mediator going fast along the rails from Magic Miss Lake Carter. Then Delphine. Second last is I Am Smitten. And No Tracks last. Tell takes it up. Coming down to the 800 marker from Slippery Cell. Wide between them is Dark Intrigue, and close up fourth on the inside Mediator. All Elegance around Magic Miss and 1 Indie Rhythm. Lake Carter. I Am Smitten. Second last Delphine. And over on the fence last last is No Tracks, fairly bunched at the 600 marker. And the leader is Tell, about a half length. Dark Intrigue, Slippery Cell wider. Mediator the fence from Magique Miss, and then All Elegance very, very deep as Indy Rhythm, Lake Carter. No Tracks getting up on the inner, followed by I'm Smitten, and Delphine is back last in the straight now. 320 left to run. Dark Intrigue given full bore, hits the front narrowly. Mediator on its inside. Tell has dropped off. Slippery Cell battling on, and then All Elegance, and here's I'm Smitten coming right down the outside. In the meantime, Slippery Cell got to the front. I'm Smitten wider out from All Elegance, but it's Slippery Cell from All Elegance, and Slippery Cell beat All Elegance. Nothing between Dark Intrigue and Mediator for third. I'm Smitten finished way out, followed by Magique Miss Tell, and then came the stablemates Indy Rhythm and No Tracks. Lake Carter at Absolute was Delphine. Number 1, Slippery Cell, a very honest performer, has got the prize here, ridden by Ronnie Stewart. 4:10 and 160. Slippery Cell by Wajib from Salacious, trained by Pam Webber. And she's really done a great job with this mare. And Slippery Cell has been able to score as we're awaiting the numbers. Slippery Cell, now 12 starts for 4 wins, 2 seconds and 5 thirds. You'd like one in your backyard like her. And Sydney's leading apprentice, Ronnie Stewart, guiding the mare over the line. Now the numbers should be coming up at any tick of the clock. The time I can tell you is 1:10.56, which has bettered the class record. I think that's about 3 class records today. Lynn's Money held the previous 1:10.65. Here are the numbers: 1, 3, 6 and 8. Slippery Cell, Ronnie Stewart first. Number 3, All Elegance, ridden by Ryan Wiggins, has run second. By Runyon from Better Princess, Gary Kirkup, the trainer from Canberra. And 6, Mediator, a mare by Dane Wynn from Winds of Peace, Gary White Hawkesbury. Corey Brown.
Yep, good ride by that boy. He's a smart kid, isn't he? A good training effort, as Ian said, by Pam Webber.
Another very interesting one, and Evil Legend pretty much square across the board. Bancheri again has been a little bit of a drifter, and just a touch of money for him late, Graham. Then we go down to JKB. Looked good in the yard, but it's been a drifter as well, no value. Disco Hips, fairly solid, just a touch of value. Stacks on the Mill hasn't moved much, again, value. Then we go down to Bunfight, a slight drifter. You're still getting a touch of value, the tote. And then down the bottom to Wolfman, number 17, only a slight drifter, just unders the tote.
Stacks on the Mill moves forward. Field is locked in. Ken Stewart handicap, 1,400 metres. Stand by for a start. JKB drawn the inside. Signal is there. And the stalls are back at the 1,400. Missing the start by a length was Bancheri. Wolfman began quickly with JKB on the inside. And after 200 metres, JKB found the front by a neck. Wolfman the outside. Bunfight between them. A length Geronimo Run. Disco Hips next on the inside of Unvanquished, followed by Frangelica. Stacks on the Mill. In the light blue and black is 3 wide. Next in the field, Medieval Legend on the inside of Roselander. A length and a half away, Shaloga. Bancheri second last, and Break the Bank is last of all. Pushing on was Geronimo Run, and at the 800 metres it found the front by a length, Wolfman. They were followed next in the field by JKB in the box seat third. Bunfight for the outside. Stacks on the Mill continues to improve 3 wide. Next in the field, Disco Hips from Unvanquished, 2 lengths for Angelica. Then Bancheri next on the inside, Medieval Legend, 2 lengths Roselander. Break the Bank, and Shaloga is last of all. Up to the turn at the 450, Geronimo Run leads by a half length to Wolfman. Stacks on the Mill, JKB the inside from Bunfight. They were followed by Unvanquished, Bancheri behind it. Then Frangelica, Medieval Legend. Geronimo Run swings for home at the 250. A length and a half in front of JKB. Bunfight. Unvanquished down the outside from Disco Hips. Geronimo Run in front at the 120. Still in front by a length. Bunfight trying to pick it up. The leader, Geronimo Run. Bunfight digging in, but Geronimo Run beat Bunfight. Bancheri third and JKB fourth. Back behind those runners, Medieval Legend and also Disco Hips from Frangelica. Then Wolfman. Further back was Shaloga, Unvanquished, Break the Bank, Stacks on the Mill and Roselander. Geronimo Run at 12.30 has taken out the Ken Stewart handicap. First, number 3, Geronimo Run, Noel Callow and Mick Serkey. Time 1:22.69. 1:22.69 the time for the 1,400 metres. Geronimo Run, numbers going into the frame. 3 first, Bunfight, the on-track favourite, chased hard in second. And we await on the third number. Here it comes. It's number 8, and that is Bancheri, who finished the race off well. And Bancheri today having its third run back from a spell, so it's got a win in it shortly. 3:14 and 8. 3:14.8, fourth number to follow, along with the margins 1:22.69. Geronimo Run, Noel Callow, Mick Cirkey, now a 7-year-old, win number 6. Too good. Fourth in the race was number 10, and that's JKB. Just while I have a little bit of time up our sleeve, just some news regarding the winners today. St Elmo's Fire, no immediate step, but Danny Nikolic believes St Elmo's Fire can get the mile. Reset, that smart first starter that won race number 3. Danny Nikolic was very, very impressed with its temperament and also the way it quickened at the 250 metres, and believed it raced better than in its trial Reset, and it looks as though it'll be running in the next week or two. Bulbasaur is now nom for the Standish on New Year's Day, and may still be freshened for the big sprints, the Oakley Plate and the Newmarket next season here in Melbourne. And Marbine, the winner of the Lord Stakes, will be heading to Tassie for the listed weight for age races over there, the George Adams in Launceston and also the Thomas Lyon Stakes at Hobart. So thanks to Mark Guest for doing a tremendous job down there in the mounting yard, finding out all that information for us. 3:14.8 and 10, a half length, 3/4 of a length, 1:22.69. The last, the Frank O'Brien, take out 12 and 13 at 5:40.
He's come over here.
You've mentioned the barrier.
So, we're just hoping a change might bring a bit of change of luck, and Aaron's really impressed the way he's gone since he's come over here.
You've mentioned the barrier draw too, and how will he overcome that car park draw today?
Yeah, well, unfortunately he hasn't had the best of luck a number of times with the barriers.
There's the light. Racing in the Christmas handicap, Zadimbi a fraction slow to leave the gates. Magic Sky came out in a hurry. Carl Nura was showing speed. Old Umrum was up there in the early stages with Rimmer. Not far away either the favourite Squilani from Sailor V. Then Cumbria back on the inside. Expertise was next. Kelcher's got back to about midfield. The Grey Lemonade Parade was saving ground through on the inside next. In that group of runners as well was Finis Dior. Back nearer the inside then to Unrokel Saint. Winning Spirit was well back. And Zadimbi, after being a little tardy at the gates, is back last of all as they move onto the side, and Carl Nura went through on the inside and led the way. Magic Sky was second. It's stablemate Umrum next on the inside of Squilani and Rimmer. A length and a half further back to Cumbria. In that group of runners as well, Cash Exchange with Sailor V. Further back in the field then to Kelcher from Lemonade Parade, then Expertise. Winning Spirit pulled out deep to start a run. Then Unrokel Saint, Finis Dior and Zadimbi, one of the last. They head up towards the home bend in the PD Excavations Christmas handicap. They're about to turn at the 400 metre mark. Carl Nura narrowly in front of Magic Sky. Here's the favourite Squilani joining in. Umrum looking for a run. Cumbria got up on the fence. Wider out on the track. Then joining in now was Kelcher. Winning Spirit's the widest runner, but Cumbria shot through along the inside to take the lead. Kelcher down the outside with Unrokel Saint, then Squilani, but Cumbria right up on the inside. What a ride, Dean Yendall. And Cumbria wins the Christmas. Unrokel Saint second, third close, Cash Exchange or Kelcher. Making ground late, Sailor V, then Squilani. Further back, Finis Dior. Umrum was next from Winning Spirit, Rimmer. Magic Sky, Carl Nura. And the last couple to pull up, Expertise. And back with it, Zadimbi. Cumbria at big odds. Owned by one of the most powerful men in South Australia, Alan Scott. Former Queensland galloper. Trained by Sue Murphy at Narracourt, and what a big thrill for both Sue and Dean Yendall. Combining to win the PD Excavations Christmas handicap, a rails-hugging ride by Dean Yendall. Unrokel Saint will be second. Number 8, a Baymare 5 by Last Tycoon out of Feroz Fantasy, Matthew Nilsson for Mark Minovini. And third is close, Cash Exchange. It's run the race of his life, Michael Vassallo for Kim Buick. And right with him, Kelcher, the Victorian, Joe Bowditch for Terry Kelly. 1:26.30 the time. No placings up as yet, but Cumbria will be the winner of the Christmas handicap, clear cut. As I said, former Queensland galloper. Sue's only had him for, I guess probably about maybe 12 months at the absolute maximum. And there goes the number now. 11 first, 8 is second. Third is number 14, Cash Exchange, take note. Trifecta and first fours will be out of this world. They'll be enormous. Fourth placing will be Kelcher. There it is officially now. So it's 11, 8, 14. 7 is fourth. 12 is fifth, Sailor V. Wayne Kerford for Stephen Brown.
Victorious and 9 Blue Patriarch.
Good on you, Ron. Thank you. Yes, he's been on target today too, as our Ronnie Dufficy with some big price winners. Okay, now the Dennis Rowe handicap is the last and they're heading to the barrier stalls. Interims at Chelsea, $3.60. And I don't know whether there's been a ticket on the trifecta, but however, in New South Wales it's paid $52,000 and on Super Tab $26,000. One wonders if Unitab had a winning ticket.
So now Leg Irons is moving up. Winners here this afternoon have been Belfeline, Jamison Valley, Mavor Star of Hill, Prime Century Stadium won the Summer Cup and Slippery Cell the previous. Now here's Ordine about to link in to complete the line, which totals 11 with a scratching of number 3 here, and that is Wilder Heart. Ordine coming forward for Rodney Quinn. And Ordine is in and we'll soon see action. Dane Winchief the fence, they're off. And Ordine a little slowly away from near the outside. El Rapido jumped quickly, as did Twig. Leg Irons up looking for the lead. Dane Winchief handy with Blue Patriarch. Silver Bliss, Nordic Emperor caught wide out. 3 lengths to Ears Ronnie, and then comes Terrific Taurus. Next to last is Peak Gem, and 2 lengths to the roughie of the field, Ordine. Down the back they go, and Leg Irons takes up the role of pacemaker and past the 1400 enjoys a lead of a length on Twig. El Rapido third. Blue Patriarch is running fourth, followed by Dane Winchief, and then Silver Bliss, Nordic Emperor. A gap of a length to Ears Ronnie, having his 99th start today. On his inside is Terrific Taurus, a length then to Peak Gem at about 3 or 4 lengths to Ordine. As they race down the back of the track and swing out of that back straight now, about 1100 to go. And Leg Irons travelling along at quite a reasonable clip, leads a couple of lengths on Tweak in third position, El Rapido, followed by Dane Winchief, and 2.5 to Blue Patriarch. Length and a half then to Silver Bliss, followed on the inside Nordic Emperor, Peak Gem, then Terrific Taurus. Here's Ronnie to second last, and Ordine not travelling well as a conspicuous tail ender as they near the 600, and Leg Irons is the leader. He's getting away from the rails, and Dane Winchief pokes through to nose him now. Tweak is third, El Rapido running fourth, then Silver Bliss, Nordic Emperor, Blue Patriarch, Peak Gem, then Terrific Taurus, Ordine, and here's Ronnie's gone back conspicuously. Dane Winchief from Leg Irons on straightening, Tweak third, Nordic Emperor's raced up on the inside, Blue Patriarch wider out, El Rapido behind those, and then Terrific Taurus, but Tweak hits the front. And as they race down towards the 200, and Tweak is the leader, Blue Patriarch's out after him. It's Tweak and Blue Patriarch forging away from Nordic Emperor and co, but Tweak is pulling out plenty. He's beaten off Blue Patriarch, and Tweak wins it well from Blue Patriarch and El Rapido. Then Terrific Taurus, Peak Gem, followed by Leg Irons, Nordic Emperor, Silver Bliss. Ordine beat a couple to the post, Dane Winchief and Old Ears Ronnie. Number 7 gets the prize. Tweak from Blue Patriarch and El Rapido. 7, 9 and 4 they will be on the final event of the day. Tweak written by Corey Brown, so Cor has been able to ring up a winner on the program. Blue Patriarch every hope for second, and El Rapido will be third. And over on the inside, Terrific Taurus has made up ground, and he will be the official fourth in the final event of the day. Run in 1 minute 50.10, and that has smashed the class record of Irish Crusader on a dead track. 150.10. I think that's the 4th class record here this afternoon. The first 4 are officially semaphore. 7, 9, 4 and 2 in the totes. Number 7 paid $6.20 and $2.30. Number 9 $2. Number 4 $2.20. Cornelis $17.80. Exacta $39.30. Trifecta $138.30. The first 4 $700.